Greetings. Thank you for the opportunity to chat with you a little bit by video. First of all, I would like to thank all our healthcare professionals. That would include as well the truck drivers keeping our food in the grocery stores and the grocery store workers for keeping our shelves stocked so that we can all work our way through this pandemic. I am Dick Corder. I'm a Republican candidate for state representative in House District 33. I am a professional forestry consultant. My wife and I own 3 small businesses. We've lived in the Cedar Mill area since 1978. The consulting business primarily works with families that own timberland. We advise them and help them work through their management plans. Another one of our businesses is the Skyline Christmas Tree Farm at the corner of Skyline and Cornell. I not only have experience at the local level, but at the state level and at the national level as well. Locally, I served approximately 10 years, I think it was, with the West Multnomah Soil and Water Conservation District Board. At the state level, I've served on numerous boards and advisory committees over the years. One example of the advisory committee that I served on was the Salmon, Steelhead, and Bull Trout Advisory Committee. That committee advised the state forester, whom in turn advised the State Board of Forestry the process of revising forest practices rules. Nationally, I've served on several boards as well. Several advisory committees. Currently, I am the vice chair and also the past chair of the National Woodland Owner Association. I am a tree farmer. For 20 plus years, I have been visiting congressional and administrative leaders in the DC area. For roughly 10 years, I worked with the American Tree Farm System. That program is part of the American Forest Foundation. I served on their National Operating Committee, which is effectively works similar to a board of directors to the American Tree Farm System. And for 6 years, I was on the National Public Affairs Committee. For 2 of those years, I chaired that committee. That committee had direct responsibilities to advise congressional members and to advise the Secretary of Agriculture and to advise the Forest Service and the Bureau of Land Management with regards to revising the Farm Bill. During the time which I served on that committee, there were 2 farm bills that we worked on. I feel this vast and wide-ranging background positions myself and to experience and to meet the opportunities for serving and working with different district constituents. I am certainly passionate about unifying state government and promoting greater transparency within the government. Do you think that your taxes are somewhat out of line at the moment, especially in this period of time when we are pretty effectively shut down because of the pandemic crisis? I hope to work with the legislature in keeping taxes under control and perhaps eliminating some of the taxes that are not necessarily needed at the moment. I want to work toward promoting and return to citizens their vote on controversial legislative issues. As you may be aware, nearly all the bills, especially in the last legislative session this last spring, carried a clause that it was called the emergency clause. That emergency clause effectively precluded each and every single bill that had it from ever being presented to the voters for vote. I would like to work against that. That was not the way the emergency clause was intended to be used, and we need to really get that under control. I'm a firm believer that a state that is under supermajority, in other words, the governorship, the House, and the Senate all being under the control of one party, is not in the best interest of all state citizens. So I would appreciate your consideration and helping me to get balanced representation in the House of Representatives. I hope to be able to work towards getting Oregonians back to work, especially under this current disaster shutdown. I want to build a strong and return to a strong economy in the state of Oregon, and to help maintain and improve a living wage for all. Hopefully my efforts will help to regain confidence by all Oregonians in the state government. I appreciate that this is a short discussion and would very much like to meet with you in person, hopefully in sometime in the future. But in the meantime, would you please visit my webpage? It is at dickcourter.com. Courter is spelled C-O-U-R-T-E-R. Think in terms of a tennis court, then add ER to court, making Courter. Contact me on the webpage via the tab that will lead you to an email. You can type in questions, comments, whatever you wish to do, and send it off to me. And with your phone number and or email address, I can return with an answer and or work with you on the comments that you make. Again, thank you for listening. I ask for your votes. I am Dick Courter. I'm the candidate for state representative in House District 33. Thank you.